presenter is Distinguished Toastmaster Blake Smith. Blake has been a Toastmaster for over 35 years. That's older than some of you have been alive. Crying out loud. You must be an excellent teacher. And
pay attention to the point I make about introductions in a little bit.
Blake is a past area director and has over 7 years experience as an officer for the Winter Park Toastmasters. This evening, Blake will be discussing some do's and don'ts of the primary head table roles, specifically the Toastmaster of the day, the Table Topics Master, and the Master Evaluator. Without further delay, please join me in welcoming Distinguished Toastmaster Blake Smith.
Thank you, sir.
And by the way, each of these gentlemen and lady will have a different time limit. And so what I'm going to do to help them is I'm going to account for the amount of time that they have, and when they have 2 minutes left, you'll hear my alarm go off on my phone so that they know that they need to start wrapping it up because they've only got 2 minutes left. Okay?
Do we have any refreshments?
Yeah, right up the street there. Good luck getting back in. Let's go.
Hey.
Hey.
How y'all doing? Good. All right, let's get right to it. Toastmaster of the day. If you are Toastmaster of the day at Winter Park Toastmasters, you are in charge. What does that mean? That means, number one, you need to let everyone that reports to you what your expectations are. The Master Evaluator, the Table Topics Master, it all flows downhill. First, you've got to start out with notifications. You need to make sure that everyone knows who's on the program, knows they're on the program. Get confirmations. If you're a Toastmaster, and we heard this before, show some excitement. It's an old saying, the speed of the leader is the speed of the group. So if you get out there and you are talking like Ty was joking around, and it happens, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a bunch of people that are constipated and they just don't care. Know your agenda and watch your time. If you are a Toastmaster, there is an agenda form for you that is broken down by the minute. 7:58, table topics are done. You got a 2-minute break. 8 o'clock, speakers start. I've seen it once or twice. So watch your time. Don't ignore your presenters if you're Toastmaster of the day. Thank them, lead the applause, but don't just sit there. How many times have I seen a Toastmaster of the day, the Toastmaster gets done, and they're there like they're, I don't know, waiting for a bus? That is reprehensible. If a speaker has come up and given their best, and they've done a speech, it's simply a matter of respect. If the Master Evaluator comes up, don't be sitting there. Just, it's a handoff. Because when you're done, you want to thank them for doing a good job. It's just simple etiquette. It really is. Now, if you are Toastmaster, you need to expect introductions from the people that are coming to the head table. So let me help you out with introductions. And it's an intro, not a bio. Okay, you heard mine was pretty quick. Ty got done with it in less than 10 seconds. Easy peasy. The president gets your introduction if you are the Toastmaster. Now, if you are Table Topics Master and the Master Evaluator, then your introduction goes to the Toastmaster. And intro etiquette. You know, unless you need to edit the intro for time, read what is written. Told you it was going to come up. Don't embellish. If you are a speaker, tell us your pathways goal. Have a title for your speech in your introduction. Trust me, if you put your pathways goal in there, you will get better feedback on your evaluation slips. if you've got a reading speech and no one knows it's a reading speech, everyone's going to tell you your eyes were drawn down to your speech all the time. You weren't looking at us. Yeah, because they didn't know. It's happened. Let's talk about Table Topics Master. Your Table Topics Master goal should be to get everyone that is not on the program and wants to speak a shot at speaking. This means two things. Number one, you've got to know who is eligible. And two, you've got to have short, succinct topics. If you have to waste time repeating questions, someone won't get a topic. Don't try to have funny topics. Typically, when you've got a funny topic, the person responding bombs because they're trying to get through the laughter where you told a joke about a topic. Let the members be funny. This is their chance to showcase their abilities. It's your job to help them get there. Now, let the Toastmaster set up the theme to your table topics. Do that in your introduction. That way you can get right to it, because you want to get a bunch of speakers in and out. Bam, 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 bam. Tim, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, got 19 table topics respondents. That was awesome. That means he was on top of it. He was ready. They were short, succinct questions, and the crowd paid attention, which is very important. Now, when I say succinct topics, that means not a long question, not something you've got to explain. Your theme could be summertime, and then just get up there. Hot dogs, apple pie, fried chicken, iced tea, tablecloths, things that are associated with picnics in the summertime. But table topics does not have to be a question, hence the name Table Topics. There you go. Master Evaluator. Again, lead the applause. These evaluators are giving their opinion. In some cases, they're nervous as they can be about it. It's a tough job. And if you're the master evaluator, don't take from the evaluator. A lot of times I'll see a master evaluator get up there and say, well, evaluating speaker number 2 that gave us a fantastic speech talking about X, Y, and Z and such, and the evaluator's over there, oh, you're killing me. You're killing me, taking away everything. It's just, you can't take away from the evaluator. Sometimes when you're a grammarian, the evaluator will steal your thunder. Well, that's what happens. They're the evaluator, that's their job, they get to do that. When the evaluator comes up, we no longer have introductions, we just simply introduce them. We want to try and save time, get them up, get them down. And definitely don't sit down as the evaluator's done and they just walk away. Get up, greet them, thank them for the effort. Thank them for the effort. Know where you are time-wise. And if you have time, you can make your closing comments. That's one of the opportunities that the master evaluator has. Or in some cases, in other clubs, they're known as general evaluators. But if you have time, you have an opportunity to say, well, I think we did a great job, or we could have done better here, or I love this. But be ready to turn that meeting over, return control of the lectern to the Toastmaster, so that when the president gets done, that clock on the wall says 900 or 859. So we're going to have time for questions afterwards, but I think that's about my time. So I will return control of the lectern to Ty Patton.
Appreciate that very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.